Start the session, I would like to welcome all the people from the other states to our Bharatiya University. Each and every student who has come here for attending this study camp, you have to be appreciated. On behalf of School of Commerce and on behalf of entire Bharatiya University, I would like to first of all invite and welcome each and every person who has come from the other state for attending this study camp. So ladies and gentlemen, my own students in School of Commerce, give them a round of applause for coming here. Most respected Dr. Chirasamy sir, who has been a wonderful head for the School of Commerce, and he has been really cool throughout this program. So I really first of all thank Chirasamy sir for inviting me for this program. My good friend and my student, the person who has given a grand introduction about me, I don't know whether I merit such an introduction or not, my good friend and my student Mr. Savit. I came in the month of August out here and I met my School of Commerce students, MCOM students. And there you go, I'm here again. I've been invited in the month of December for Youth Red Cross study camp. I'll start off with a story. I've got some presentations to be given and I thought I could start off with a story for you. And this entire program is being video recorded. So, if you are looking forward for this entire program, maybe because of some reasons, because of some health reasons, you will not be able to listen to it. Or if you are physically a little bit ill or something, you might not be able to listen to it, or you are mentally tired because of lots of sessions. Maybe at one point of day, in a fresh morning, you would be interested to listen to this. So I'm recording this entire video, and if you look forward for this video, you can call me, I'll send a CD to you. Now, as for the story goes, I'm very happy today, because today is a chance, in this 1 hour in which I'm going to speak to you, I'm going to definitely change all the minds. Senior professors are here, senior professors from the other colleges. With your blessings and with your kind-hearted, permission, I would like to start this session. And before I start the session, I would like to say that in the next 60 minutes, if you are really putting your willpower and complete level of brain towards me, your life will change. I honestly believe in only one thing. If you are really changing your subconscious mind, your entire life will change. Look at your life. Each and every student, listen to this first level of conversation. You will be really interested. Because this first level of conversation, if you're focusing towards me on a complete basis, this is definitely going to change your life. Look into your life. Look into your family. I want the boys and girls who are listening to this session to create a revolution in the family. Something that even your brothers have not achieved. Something that your sisters have not achieved. Something that your cousin brothers or cousin sisters, your uncles, your aunts, your great-great-grandfathers, great-great-grandmothers, even your father and mother have not achieved. I want something of that sort to be achieved in your life with the current graduation that you are having. Because naturally you people are belonging to Youth Red Cross. So I want you to create a revolution in your own family. And what should we do for creating such a revolution in the family? I'll be giving you some 2 or 3 tips and suggestions, psychologically proven suggestions for your life, which is definitely going to change you in various regards. And you're definitely going to make a revolution in your family. Provided that, I would like to start up with a story. Since we are speaking about revolution, I would like to start up with an ancient story. There lived a king in Roman country, and the king was a very judicious king. He was very jubilant and he was having plenty of things to be so much proud of. One fine day he wanted to conquer a particular kingdom, and he went there, he battled, he exiled that particular nation and he conquered the kingdom. But he wanted more. He wanted to conquer more kingdoms. So he administered his ministers to take lots of war footing so that we can go outside and we can conquer more kingdoms. He was selfish and he was greedy, and his heart was looking for more, right? So he was always asking his ministers to go for lots of study and research so that small provinces should be conquered. So he went out and he conquered everything that was under his sight. What happened was he became a massacre king. Every single person was really afraid of him. One fine day, somebody from that village, from that little village, they came to the king and they told him that there is a priest out here in this village, and this guy contains a lamp, and this lamp is a magical lamp, I have heard. So the king was more interested. What is the magic attached to that lamp? He asked. No, I don't know what the lamp is. What the magic is, but the lamp is really stupendous. So why don't you talk to that particular priest? He's just a monk, he's a priest. Why should I give him respect? I should not go there. Maybe you pull him up and I will talk to him, he says. So the Medjoys of the king go there out in the village and they pull the poor person, the priest. The priest does only two things. One, he speaks about God, and another one, he reads about it. These are the two things that the priest was doing in the village. The king was really astonished with the sight of the priest. The priest was blazing away with lots of power. He was very simple, very humble, down to earth. But there was some kind of mystic power with the priest. So he asked the priest, well, welcome priest to my kingdom. I hope you have heard about me. Yes, of course, my dear king, I have heard about you. You are very powerful. Whatever that comes into your sight, you dominate that. So we are all privileged to be under your province. Fantastic, good. I heard something else about you. You got a lamp, don't you? What do you mean by that? You got a lamp. You got a divine lamp with you? Ah, yeah, that's my legacy. That's my property. Why don't you give the lamp to me? Come on, king. I mean, it is the only property that I have got. I'll give a lamp with lots of diamonds into it, with lots of stones within it. What are you going to do with this mystical lamp? And the priest asked the same question to the king. What are you going to do with this lamp? That's none of your business. The king says, surrender the lamp to me. I heard that the lamp has got a stupendous power. You need not tell me what the power is. No, king, I would like to graciously say the power of the lamp. The lamp has a power. Whatever you ask, it will give you twice as much. If you ask for 1 kg of rice, it will give you 2 kgs of rice. That's the specialty of the lamp. Fantastic. I'm in search of such a lamp. I'm in search of lots of kingdom. I mean, I've got almost 15 kingdoms. So if I ask for 15 more kingdoms, the lamp will produce 30 more kingdoms to me. So it's wonderful. So my dear priest, give it back to me. I mean, give it to me. Because I own it. I'm telling you that I will be giving you lots of precious stones instead of it. No, my dear king, this is a legacy that I have got. This is all I have got. I can't surrender this lamp. So there you go, you have guessed what happened next. The king becomes outrageous and he blasts the priest and he takes the priest down to the earth, and the poor priest is not able to do anything. And he was forced to surrender the lamp. The king snatches the lamp and he sends the priest, and the priest was not given anything in return. The priest didn't even expect, with lots of blood, with lots of bruises, the priest runs away. So the king, such a wonderful king, takes the lamp and he goes to his biggest kingdom and he sits along with his lamp. He sends out everybody. He sends out the ministers, he sends out the employees, he sends out all the royal people and himself and his lamp. Right? So he sits with the lamp. Oh my dear lamp, I know how generous you are. I know how powerful you are. Give me 100 pieces of gold. Lamp says, oh my dear king, why not 200 pieces of gold? Fantastic. Give me 200 pieces of gold then. The priest was right. He said that he will be giving me twice as much. So I'm asking you 100 pieces of gold and you are giving me 200 pieces of gold. Fantastic. Give me 200 pieces of gold. Oh my dear king, wait. Why not 400 pieces of gold? Okay, right? Yeah, sure. 400. That would be great. That would be great. Yeah, give me 400 pieces of gold. And give me 15 kingdoms which are in and around. Why do you settle for less, my dear king? Why not 30 kingdoms? Yeah, 30 kingdoms. Fine, 30 kingdoms. Give me 30 kingdoms. Make me happy. Give me something. Think big. Think huge. Why are you deciding for 30 kingdoms? Why not 60 kingdoms? Yeah, okay, 60 kingdoms. That would be fine. That would be really nice. What else you want, king? I want the most ferocious and the brave soldiers, 1,000 in number. Why not 2,000 in number? Okay, fine. Give me 2,000 in number. Don't settle for less, my dear king. Why not 4,000 in number? Okay, give me 4,000 in number. I mean, you haven't given me anything. See, you are such a primitive king. I heard that you are a wonderful king, but you are such a stupid. You're always thinking very less. You're so primitive in thinking. Think for good. Think for big. Okay, fine. So give me the eastern province, the entire eastern province, containing all the villages, all the kingdoms, entire eastern province. Fine. Is that a deal? Why not the western province alone? I mean, western and eastern. It will be really funky, you know. Okay, give me a good princess, beautiful woman. Oh my dear king, why not 5 beautiful women? They will give you this. Okay, give me 5. Oh my dear king, why not 10 beautiful women all over the world? They will always give you a blessing and you will not be able to go out. Fine, okay, 100 beautiful women. Please give me 100 beautiful women. Oh, come on, my dear king. I will go all over the world and I will give you 200 beautiful women. What do you say? Okay, fine, 200 beautiful women. Can I have a glass of water, please? Oh my dear king. Can I give you a gallon of water? Why are you asking for a glass of water? Ask for a gallon of water. Okay, give me 1 gallon of water. Oh my dear king, come on, you are again doing the mistake. I'll give you 200 gallons of water. Fine, okay. 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, 8 days, the king didn't even get even a single pin out of the lamp. He kept on asking, and the lamp was negotiating. Positive negotiating, my dear friends, but still the king was not satisfied. And 10 days later, the Magyars went into it and they were looking at a very pathetic kind of a sight. The king was totally broke out and he was starving and he was asking a plate of food. And the lamp kept on saying, why not 2 plates of food? Give me a piece of bread. Why not 2 pieces of bread? Come on, you always spirited. He keeps on asking. 20 days later, the queen comes into it. The king does not have a number of queens, and he has got plenty of queens, and one particular queen which was really interested in the king, she came into that particular kingdom and she was asking, this is my queen, and I have realized my mistake. My queen is suffering from cancer, and I want my queen to be completely, cured. So why do you live along with a deceased idiot? I will give you new forms of queens, right? No, I need some herbal medicines. Just 1 bottle of herbal medicine so that she can be treated for the cancer. Why not 100 bottles of medicines? Come on, ask for more. So that you've got 100 queens, you're going to have 200 queens. So the story went on and on and on and on and on. And finally the king starved and he dies. That's the end of the story. So, what did you understand from the story? The king was not good. All of you are youngsters, very strong people, and you must be knowing about the king's wrong approach. What was wrong with the king? I'll give you 5 choices. Choose the best answer.
He was very greedy.
Fantastic. Who said that? Thank you, sir. He was very greedy. He was not satisfied. That's even more interesting. Good. Okay. He was very greedy. He was not satisfied. What else? His approach is wrong. Thank you, sir. His approach is wrong. Look at that. 3 leadership qualities. You're not supposed to be greedy, which is the first quality of a leader. His approach was wrong, which is another quality of a leader. Approach. Right approaches will always win hearts. And he was not satisfied with whatever he wants. Spiritually speaking, I think the spiritual side in it. Good. So, not satisfied with the things that are fine. So, 3 things. Any other approaches?
So he wanted more and more.
He wanted more and more. Fine, good. So there was no kind of certainty in the king's mind. Now let us stop talking about the king. Any other answers?
Curiosity.
Curiosity was there, yes ma'am?
He was not determined.
He was not determined.
He was not content.
He was not contented. Fantastic.
He was not getting things out of his own work. He wants to get something from here.
What a great profound point. Thank you, ma'am. He was not really realizing what was available already with him, and he was always looking for more, and he was not contented.
He had no control over his mind.
No control over the mind.
Not fixed any goal.
Not fixed any goal. He was more selfish. Fine. Fantastic. So collect all these answers. And forget about the king and let us talk about you people. The youngsters in School of Commerce and the youngsters who have come here from all the states for attending this program. Because the title of the program is career mapping. If you are not really fixed with your career, if you are not really satisfied with the kind of the goal setting that you have made, if you are too much selfish on the goal that you are making, and if you are not really contented with what you are thinking, the situation of yours will be the situation of the king. The king was not really asking for anything. He was keeping on demanding. At one point of a time, spiritually, he should have really given a particular stance on the land that stop, enough, 200 goats, period, that's it, finished. Give me 200 goats, that's it, finished. So the king was not astounding with himself, and he was keeping on asking, and he was not having any sort of bound liability. Now, as you all have given the right answers and made my job very simpler, the king was not really having a concrete kind of a need. There are 2 different things, right? If there are management students, you will understand what I'm saying. There are 2 different things. One is a need, and another one is a want. If I say that I need to wear a shirt, that's a need. But if I'm looking for a Louis Philippe shirt, that's not my need, that's my want. Now what about your career? Is your career need or want? Tell me. Both. It should be the combination of both. Now, I would like to talk about something about your brain. Your central nervous system is a phenomenal electrical system in the universe. I mean, all the 8 attributes that I'm going to show you now, my dear friends, are within yourself. That's why I have labeled it as within you. Your central nervous system is phenomenal and electrical. I mean, phenomenal electrical system in the entire universe. If I come out of the mic, are you really able to hear what I'm saying? All of you? Right. So your central nervous system is, of course, a phenomenal electrical system in the entire universe. Your storage capacity of the brain needs 2 buildings equal to American Trade Centers. Seriously, look into the brain. I mean, we will speak about the king a little bit later, but let us focus on our own self. Your storage capacity of the brain is equal to 2 American Trading Centers. Your eyes have 10 million color distinctions. Within a span of time, if I ask you to distinguish between 5 or 10 million colors, you'll be able to distinguish. Okay, fine. So this is faded brown. This is dark brown. This is faded white. This is grey mixed white. Likewise, you will be able to identify the color distinction. Your heart pounds 1 lakh beats a day. 11 million kilowatt hours per pound of potential energy is locked up into your atoms and molecules. 11 million kilowatt, my dear friends. It's not a joke. Your muscles have a quantum of 25 tons of pulling power. If your muscle is organized and harmonious and it has got 25 tons of pulling power. All of these processes are administered by a part of a body which is 95% water and 5% physical substance, which is called as your brain. And sometimes we even have doubt whether we have this physical substance on our head or not. 95% water and 5% of physical substance. And the king was not really using this particular substance called as brain. And sometimes we don't have this kind of ideology. I mean, sometimes when the life is slapping on our face, when the life is coming up with lots of bottlenecks, we forget that we have got a stupid story. So what I wanted to do, before I speak anything about career mapping, what I wanted to do was, I wanted to make you understand how analyzing the SWOT is important. How much have you analyzed your SWOT? Strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat. There are 2 categories of people. Category number 1, the people who have known about their strengths, but they don't know about the weaknesses. Category number 2, the people who have known about their weaknesses, but they haven't discovered their strengths as yet. Who is most powerful? Category 1 or category 2? Category 1. I know the strengths, Mr. Manikandan, I don't know the weaknesses. Category number 2, sir, I know the weaknesses, but I haven't discovered my strengths. Who is more powerful? First person. Of course. The second person who has really gone across his weaknesses and who has really understood the weaknesses. I mean, he can discover the strengths anytime. But if he is not able to discover his weaknesses, I think what he has got is something called as overconfidence. So when we speak about career mapping, we got to speak about our self-analysis, and the second thing we got to speak about is our mind. So I'm a psychologist and I have done my PhD in counseling psychology. So I think I'm entitled to speak about this concept called as conscious mind and subconscious mind. So for the next 5 or 6 minutes, we are going to have a discussion about your conscious mind and subconscious mind. Remember, when I started the session, I told you that if you listen to the session on a legitimate basis, your life will change. So I'm going to give you a life-changing paradigm principle. You take about any great grandmasters of inventions. You take right from Albert Einstein till our own Abdul Kalam. All the people have been able to invent and discover plenty of things because of the magic that I'm going to introduce to you right now. So we will speak about all the theoretical things later. You Google career mapping, you will get plenty of insights. You can run lots of national conferences with that because you are much more intelligent than me. So I'm not going to speak about something about career mapping now. I'm going to speak something about your mind. Take this message and go and tell this to your mom and dad. Take this message and go and tell this to your class friends, because I know I'm given to understand that only 5 people have come to the college. If you invite me to the college, I will come and circulate the message, or otherwise you go and talk to all the friends about this piece of message, because this could change your life. What do you know about your conscious mind and subconscious mind? I'll give you a simple statistics. I always talk about the statistics in all the classes. when I go to school students, college students, corporate people, every training session, I never fail to utter the statistics. There are 4 categories of people. Category number 1, age 5 to 15. Category number 2, 15 to 35, youngsters. Category number 3, 35 to 60. Category number 4, senior citizens, 60 and beyond. Which category you belong to? First, second, third? Second. Any 4th category people over here in the college? Right, so second category. Category number 4, the senior citizens get 5,000 or 10,000 thoughts in a day. Category number 1, the kids, they get almost 2,000 or 3,000 thoughts a day. Middle-aged people, the 3rd category, they get almost about 20,000 or 25,000 thoughts. Will the job be persisting with me? Will I get the promotion? Will I get the increase in salary? So these thoughts will be looming over. The idea is that, the magical formula is that about the second category of the people. If those people are awake for 14.5 hours in a day, they get 68,500 thoughts in one day. 68.5k thoughts in one day is not a small thing, my friends. So each and everything that you are seeing, each and everything that you are exposed to, each and everything that you are listening, all creates an impact. When I ask a person, what is your career aim, or when I ask a person, what is the goal, that particular answer from that person comes from his subconscious, it is not coming from his conscious. So you've got to understand the distinction between the conscious mind and subconscious mind. I will show you the distinction between conscious mind and subconscious mind, and we will come back to this a little bit later. We will speak about the technicalities of career and all that, but we have got a specific relevance of discussion to be made on the conscious and subconscious. So, when we speak about career revolution or career mapping, look at this slide. So career mapping is pretty simple. All you have to do is you have to choose a career, and you have to have these attributes. Okay, fine. One person says, "Sir, my career ambition is to become a businessman. My career ambition is to become an auditor. My career ambition is to become an industrialist in the future." Maybe like Ratan Tata or Vijay Mallya. So whatever your career is, you fix your career out here. And these are all the things that you are supposed to work from today onwards. Remember, I told you that I will be giving you a piece of information about subconscious mind, right? So why am I going to speak about subconscious mind? I am just saying the reason. The reason why I am going to speak about subconscious mind to you boys and girls is that you have got these many things to be decided from today onwards only through your subconscious mind's powers. So if you choose a career, you need to have an education according to the career. You need to have a vision pertinent to that particular career. You need to have values and disciplines pertinent to that particular career. You need to have skill set pertinent to that particular career, and you need to have interest pertinent to that particular career. Finish. The session is over. Career mapping. If you ask me what is career mapping, this is the answer. So career mapping is a miniature and a microscopic concept. All you have to do is choose a particular career, and you need to develop all the things that are around here, the word career. This is called as career mapping. But we know this answer. We have come across this concept. We are very aware of this theory. But when it comes to practicality, we are not able to do it. Why? Because of invisible fences. How many of us, or how many of your friends, the senior friends of your college, your cousin and your relatives, how many of them are really living in a dream job and a dream career? 85% of Indian youngsters are suffering from, suffer. In English is suffering, and in Hindi also suffer is a negative word, right? So many people, 85% of the people are having suffering because they haven't chosen their dream job, they haven't chosen their dream career. Look at this. If we speak about the dream job is a combination of these three things. It's a strange Venn diagram. The stuff that you love to do, the stuff that you are good at actually, and the stuff that you are going to be paid for doing. You got to identify a job which has got these three nuances, right? But what happens here? I spoke about those 85% of the people, right? That 85% of the people, look at this particular circle, the stuff that they love to do, they do such a thing only after the office hours, 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock in the morning. The stuff that they are good at, nobody knows about that in the office environment when they are working. If the person is working in Infosys, nobody in Infosys knows what he or she is really good at. And the person has never taken an effort to mention that to the others as well. I don't want your life to be like that, right? And look at this. The stuff that they pay you to do. I mean, the particular company pays him for being a slave. Not for something that he loves to do. Not for something that he is good at. So it is on the topsy-turvy basis. It is on the other way around. If you want to create a wonderful life, if you want to create, remember, you are going to live in your career for almost about 35-40 years. And in 35-40 years, are you going to commit professional suicide? And if you would like to commit professional suicide, you should be eliminating this. No, Mr. Manikandan, I'm just going to finish my graduation, and whichever company is coming to me, offering a job, I will accept it. Fine, that's called as professional suicide. But if you are really able to choose these three things, what am I really good at? My friends are appreciating me for this. My teachers are appreciating me for this. My parents are appreciating me for this. Is there a common thing for which you are appreciated by your friends, your teachers, and your parents? That's the thing that I'm talking about. I don't have any such thing. Maybe I'm appreciated by my friends for giving a lot of lies, deceiving a lot of people, cheating a lot of people, stealing. That's the thing that I'm getting appreciated for. Sorry, fact. Find out the particular thing for which you are appreciated by the teachers, by your friends, by your parents, and you feel good about doing that. This is my profession. I feel good about public speaking. I studied in the same Bharatiya University. I got graduated in Bharatiya School of Management, which is adjacent to this campus. I finished my MBA in 2002. And I found my mission that I want to become a public speaker. I wanted to become a corporate trainer. So today I am doing this. Stuff that I'm good at, public speaking. Stuff that I love to do, speaking to youngsters. And stuff that the people are paying me for this. I'm getting paid for this. So I wanted to identify such a mission. If a below average student like Manikandan Sundaresan is able to do that, 21st century people, you can really be able to do that. You'll be definitely able to do that. So find out these three things first of all. And these three things are not available in your conscious mind, they are available in your subconscious mind. And you are blindfolded. You people are blindfolded. Nobody, the teachers did not have time to speak to each and every student and say this. And you did not have the tenacity to take the time for discovering these things. So I want you to discover this Venn diagram. What are you good at? What would you really love to do? Another statistic says 93% of world's heart attack happens between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. Why? They are going for a job that they don't like. And when they are getting prepared for going to the office, they get remembered about the boss. They get stressed. The current project that they are in. So they have a stroke, and cardiologically they are down. So we are not getting graduated for having 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. heart attacks. We are getting graduated for living the life, for leaving a legacy for the people who are going to come, behind us. So my first lesson towards you in this particular session is this: find out these three things. Leave the third thing. The third thing is not in your hand. How much are you going to pay for the things that you are loving to do? How much are you going to pay for the things that you are good at? That's secondary. The market will decide that. But you will have to first of all find out these two things. The stuff that I love to do. Sir, I love photography. By God, do that. Start doing that. Purchase a camera and get the knowledge about photography nuances and start going for that career. No. My parents are looking forward to something else, and they say that in their family, in our family, we have got a particular limitation, and we are not going beyond that limitation. Break that individual story. The next thing that is really stopping you from achieving is the individual story that your family has got. We have got our individual stories, Our family has got individual story. If an youngster starts speaking about running a business, his family members say that no, nobody in our family have done that. You are not also supposed to do. I'm going to approach the bank for the loan, and you are put up a barricade not to do that. And that's the only area where I have specific amount of advices to be given to the parents. Break that individual story that you have. Guys, because we are speaking about that particular mission which when you think, there are thousands of butterflies into the heart. Butterflies into the stomach is a different story. Butterflies into the heart is a different story. When you approach your office, there should be butterflies into the heart. And when you approach your office, if there are butterflies into the stomach, and if you are earning 1.5 lakhs per month, that's waste. So, this is my first lesson. Now, okay, I have decided and I would like to go for it. You make sense, but what next? I have decided, what next? Now the point is, now we are stepping into the subconscious lesson. Look at this. In your conscious mind, you make a goal. Let's say, for example, one particular girl here, one particular boy here makes a proper decision that I would like to go in this particular career.
Okay, fine. This guy Manikandan told me something. I have chosen what I'm going to love to do. And teaching is my profession. That's what I'm going to love to do. Lots of teachers have given me lots of elucidations, and I would like to go as a teacher. I would like to become a professor. Fine. So that's a goal. Now what happens here is, in the conscious mind, the person fixes up a goal, and based upon the goal, the person has the self-image which the person has developed all these 15, 20 years. Now if your age is 20, your self-image age is also 20. Now what happens is that the goal and self-image, they have a battle within themselves. Your self-image says, come on, you can't do that. You wanted to have a career goal of becoming a businessman, you can't do that. Your self-image says to you. You will listen to your self-image. Oh, fine. So inner conflicts, we call it in psychology, inner conflicts. Fighting parts between yourself. One half of the brain says that you can't do it, go for it. Another half of the brain says that you are kidding, no, don't do that. So we are living with this biggest enemy called as inner conflict. I mean, whatever your age is 55, 65, 25, whatever your age, if you are